The following is a presentation of Muddy River News.
Find furniture for the family room, bedroom, dining room, or home office. With new items arriving every week, discover furnishings and inspiration to create a better life at home. Harvey's Furniture, our home, your home.
Hey everybody, welcome to the Daily Muddy. I'm Brittany Bull, and today I have a guest with me, Mr. Xavier Richardson. Thanks for joining me, Xavier. How are you?
I'm doing good, thank you.
All right, so tell me why you are here today.
Well, I'm here because I have set up a donation thing. I adopted a kettle and invited 33 of my friends to help raise money for the Salvation Army.
What does adopt a kettle mean?
Well, it means the Salvation Army provides me a kettle, and I can bring it to a place of my choice.
Mm-hmm.
And I decided I wanted to adopt it for 10 hours, 9 to 5 or 7. And I invited all my friends to do it for an hour each.
Nice. So did you come up with this all on your own?
Pretty much all of it was on my own. I created a sign-up genius, and I had my mom send it out to my friends' parents so then they could come help me.
That's awesome. Okay, if you don't mind me asking, I know sometimes asking age is an inappropriate question, but how old are you, Xavier?
I am 13, and I'm turning 14 in April.
Oh, awesome. That is awesome. So what grade does that put you in?
I'm in 8th grade.
8th grade, and adopting kettles on his own. That's pretty impressive. Tell me, where was the place that you chose? So you get to choose. Can anyone do this? I'm sorry, I just bombarded you with a bunch of questions. So can anyone do this?
Pretty much anyone can do this.
And then I think I saw some videos where your mom sent us these videos where she wanted to inspire. So your hope in talking with me today is to hope to inspire other young people to adopt a kettle, right?
Yes.
Okay, so was it fun?
It's pretty fun.
Yeah, you get to spend time with your friends. And then are you actually outside? Are you doing the bell ringing, or how does that work?
Yeah, we started out indoors, and we decided since it was nice out, we moved outside.
Where were you at?
We were outside of Farm and Home Supply.
Oh, cool. I like Farm and Home Supply. There's always some good stuff there. Why did you choose Farm and Home Supply?
Well, I've been there a few times, actually, to raise money, not just for the Salvation Army, but also for my cross-country team.
Cross-country? Man, you're just like a young man of all kinds of worlds, right? What else do you have going on? I heard you were a pretty fast runner, right?
Yeah.
So you're on?
I'm going to do track.
Track too? So cross-country, track. We're doing charity, and then I think I read something else. What else do you do that you were doing while attracting people to your kettle?
Well, I was playing the violin while some of my other friends played their instruments.
Oh, my gosh. I mean, man, a young man of very many talents. That's pretty awesome. How many years have you been playing the violin?
I have been playing the violin since I was 4.
Oh, my. Well, so I'm sure it's pretty. But by this time, it's pretty. Did you get any audiences there listening?
Well, I got a pretty big audience when I was playing with my 2 other friends, and they were gathered around donating.
What do they play?
Well, one friend, Allison, she plays the violin, and her sister, Rebecca, plays the viola.
Oh, my gosh. I bet that would have been beautiful. And like you said, you had some good weather, so you got to be outside and attract people. How much money did you guys raise?
We raised about $537.
Whoa. In a bucket.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. And then what is that money going to go towards?
It's going towards people in need of shelter and clothing for the winter.
I think that's beautiful. I think you're doing a beautiful thing, Xavier. Are you going to do it again next year?
I'm hoping I could do something like this.
Yeah, something along the charitable lines to add to the repertoire of Xavier. I like it. So real quick, though, if other people want to do this, they just need to go to the Salvation Army and they can adopt a bucket or something like that? Is that how that works?
Kind of.
Yep.
But it also helps if they want to have other people take shifts. They need to...
So that they don't have to be there the whole time. Were you there the whole time? You were there for the whole...
I was there for, like, 5 hours, and I would check in each hour to see if every person got their.
So you are the manager of the operation.
Pretty much.
That's pretty cool. You got some experience out of that, huh? Anything else you want to tell the audience about your experience there?
Well, it was a lot easier than I thought, and the day went by pretty quickly.
Yeah, probably because you were having fun and doing good. Anytime you do good, I think, or you're doing something for other people, that kind of makes time fly by because it's fun, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so tell me, what inspired you to do this whole feat, this Adopt the Kettle? Did somebody tell you about this?
Yeah, my Spanish teacher, Mr. McKinley.
Ah, Mr. McKinley, he's a good one. What did he tell you?
He actually inspired me because recently he has been dealing with some families of his own that he has been trying to get money for, and they're not even like his family. He's just helping. Take care of them.
Yeah, that's awesome. Mr. McKinley is a good man. I know that he went from being, he's the Spanish teacher, and I know he's doing a lot of translating work with students here currently. So he's a good man and a good inspiration. I'm glad you have Mr. McKinley in your life. All right, Xavier, is there anything else you'd like to add or say?
Yeah, I would just like to thank Muddy River News for this experience, and I just wanted to thank them for letting me spread the word about having donations.
Yeah, well, coming up next, we're going to have a little Twain Talk with Miss Meg Duncan. Stay tuned.
Welcome to the Abbey, a Quincy tradition. With 6 big screens, a new larger kitchen, and now more seating capacity, the Abbey is the place to be before, during, and after the big game. Come enjoy fan-favorite appetizers, steaks, burgers, and a variety of daily food and drink specials. Can't join us? Carryout is available too. Now with a convenient drive-up window to better serve you. 1736 Spring in Quincy. Opens at 3 p.m. Tuesday through Sunday. Come join all your friends at the Abbey, a Quincy tradition.
The Liquor Booth is your home for a huge selection of beer, wine, and spirits. The Liquor Booth has 2 locations in Quincy, 3520 Broadway and 1500 North 12th Street. The Liquor Booth, where it's always happy hour.
Are you looking for the perfect venue for your next special event? Check out Utopia Event Center. Utopia has a large banquet room and an awesome bar area, perfect for anything from birthday parties to formal corporate meetings. It also offers a photo booth, stage for a DJ or a live band, and a fully stocked bar, all for only $300. Check us out at utopiaeventcenter.com or call Barn at 217-430-6559 for more information. Utopia Event Center, 900 North 12th Street in Quincy.
Instant Replay is your local sports bar. With 18 big screen TVs, we have all the sports packages from college games to pro games. We offer daily drink specials, and come check out the Bullpen, our newly renovated beer garden. Instant Replay, 2739 Chestnut in Quincy.
Welcome back. And now it's time for a little Twain Talk again with my muddy buddy Meg Duncan. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good.
Good.
Since the last week we've spoke, I was just asking, I was like, did you go to another city council meeting? And you said no, because I just realized that you guys go every other week. So that's...
Yeah, so it's every second and every fifth Tuesday.
Okay, so not a weekly meeting.
Oh, No.
It kind of goes around.
So it's like every other, to the point where sometimes I show up and there's no one there because I'm like, wait a minute, this is like that weird
Did
Tuesday.
I miss the Monday or the Tuesday? So outside of city council, what else has been going on in Hannibal?
There's always, especially Christmas time, there's always so much going on in Hannibal. I just want to shout out to Java Jive because they have all their Christmas treats out, and wow, they're so good. They have like this focaccia bread that has like a Christmas tree like out of veggies, and it's so good.
I had a homemade Pop-Tart there the other day.
Yeah, oh my gosh.
I was like, I didn't even know people did that.
That
was so crazy.
I didn't know there was such a thing as homemade Pop-Tarts until then.
The coffee itself is worth the drive.
It is. I'm
like, dang, this is I know. I don't know. I'm a little bit of a coffee connoisseur myself, so yeah, I would take the drive just for that.
Yeah, I always think I'm a coffee connoisseur, but then my husband, so I thought I was, And then for my birthday, he got me like this fancy coffee maker.
Like an espresso machine?
Yeah. And I'm like, wow. And now I'm still like, I just want to go where other people will make it for me.
You sound like me. That's kind of my...
I'm like, it doesn't taste the same.
No, it doesn't taste the same when I make it.
I try to still do it at home because he went to the trouble to make it or to buy it for me. But it's just, I'm like, everyone else does it better.
Yes. Everyone else does it better. I do enjoy having, the service, if you will, like where I don't have to clean it up and and it's also just fun going places and actually socializing with people and seeing people. Yeah. I like to go, like I said, making that trip. It ends up being just half the time for the coffee. I'm not actually driving there for the coffee. I'm driving there for the downtown experience.
Absolutely.
Like Hannibal downtown is just a little world of its own that
it really is. And that's what's, especially Christmas time. Yeah. Have you been for Christmas yet? You should drop down.
Every once in a while. I mean, but I missed the parade. I was mad that I missed the parade.
Oh,
but
yes.
Those windows are awesome. And then you said every weekend they're doing, what is it called?
So on the weekends for Christmas, they do Victorian Christmas and they have Santa Claus. And so I think this might be the last weekend since Christmas weekend is the next. So anyone who hasn't been should go.
Yeah, I'm going to check it out. Do you happen to know what time that?
If you go to visit Hannibal, they have these things multiple times throughout the day. So really, I mean, whatever works, you can catch something that'll work for you. But they have, the cool Santa house where they also have a carriage down there. And then just walking around, things like that. There's so often in downtown Hannibal carolers. And, I mean, you don't really know sometimes what you'll catch because a lot of people just love it down there and they'll just go do their thing.
Yeah.
So it's really cool. And like I was telling you, if you've been down to St. Charles, Missouri, they kind of have their Christmas thing, which is
a little Christmas town.
Yeah, that's kind of how Main Street is in Hannibal.
Oh, that's what I was saying, like a little world inside of itself. It's kind of like a little
it's
snow
like a little
globe.
That's what I was going to say. It's like a snow globe.
I do enjoy it. And it's like a snow globe outside of the holiday season too, because like it is like a world of its own that you don't.
Yes, it really is. Downtown Hannibal is, and I'm really not blowing smoke. It's pretty awesome.
Yeah, I like it. Do you know? Is there a place where we could go to access like? Is there a downtown Hannibal site?
Yep.
Or is it all in the visitor bureau, or how does that work?
It's visithannibal.com is the visitor bureau website. They always have a good calendar of things going on, so you can really know what's going on by checking them out. And then, follow them on Facebook, or there's also Historic Hannibal on Facebook. You can follow them, and I'm sure they have a website too. There's a lot of little groups on there that are, so
I have the things happening in Quincy, people that you follow, and then there's the things happening in Hannibal one, and that's always very exciting.
It really is. Like, you could just grab some popcorn and spend your evening reading comments on things happening in Hannibal. I have said that the whole time.
I actually got sucked in one time. I may have.
Just find yourself a good post, settle in, grab a blanket. You got your night.
Forget reels. We have what's going on. Or what is it called again? What things going on in Hannibal?
There's things happening in Hannibal. Yes. And then somebody got tired of that and started the group things really happening in Hannibal. And so I don't ever know which one I'm on. Oh. And then I think out there's things really, really happening in Hannibal, but I'm not sure.
I love it. That's great. So Meg's probably behind it all.
It's me. I'm orchestrating all of it. I like to, I've thought about before getting on there and like a fake name and just saying all the things you really want to say. But then
you'll get kicked off.
I would just get kicked off, and somehow it would get connected back to me. I don't know. I would screw up.
We're
somehow.
Never getting away with any crime.
I would post to the wrong account. That's what I would do.
Something tells me you're right.
My mom did that once. She started a little fake account, but it was really just to play Farmville because she loved Farmville so much. And then I was getting on there, and I noticed like the name of like somebody, and they had a picture as a profile of my dog. And I was like, why does this person have a picture of my, and I knew it was my dog because it was my picture and the dog was on my couch.
It's your mom's fake
my
account
mom's fake Farmville account. I was like, all right, I guess that's fine.
I guess that passes. That's funny. We love our moms.
We do.
what else is happening? You said something earlier that you wanted to mention.
Yeah, so I have two things to mention. Okay. One is, actually it's my church that is doing this Sunday. It's Saverton, Missouri, which is it's a tiny little place, like a village outside of Hannibal, but it's down Highway 79, which is just a beautiful drive as it is, and it's supposed to be beautiful. Sunday, we have a live nativity that's coming up. So we plan.
What time is that?
So it starts at 6 o'clock. Maybe 5:30.
Is everyone welcome? Like, is
yes.
this something that, or do you have to be a member of the church?
No, oh, absolutely not. It's for everybody. Okay. We're doing, we've got like my son actually built part of the nativity scene, which is a little part of Bethlehem, my son and his friend Coulter. And then we've got like the stable and all of that's live. And then we have, and you know, the point really is to just make it really somber, that people can just breathe and stand there and just witness the amazing scene, you know.
You said all that's live. Do you have live animals there?
Yeah, so that's what's really cool. We've got that. And we have this one place that's coming that has a llama, 2 llamas, of course a donkey, and some other things that I can't remember.
Were there llamas at the original nativity scene?
Maybe one wandered by. I don't know. However, if you come, you can also meet 4 of my goats.
The famous Meg Duncan goats will be there.
Clover.
I'm sure there were goats there too.
Clover, exactly.
I want you to dress your llamas up as the camels, and
I could dress up my goats because, well, one, Clover, the former diaper goat, she'll be there, and Jethro and Peanut and Oreo, and they're all adorable.
Sounds like the 3 wise men.
Yeah,
they have those beards.
Yes.
That's what you should dress them up
That's
as.
right, yes. Well, and you'll have to keep an eye out this week because we're also going to dress up our goats and have them take pictures with Santa Claus.
Oh, really?
Of course.
Is that the Christmas card I'm getting then?
Yes.
Okay, good.
I only text Christmas cards though, so you'll
same.
watch your text.
I'm on that route now,
I'm
too.
not mailing any. So anyway, if you come, it's like one, there's an article. I put an article, so look at Muddy River. You can find it on there with all the full details. But I believe it starts at 5:30 is when it starts, and I know it lasts until 8. So you can come down. I'll be serving at the hot cocoa booth. That's free. You can enjoy hot cocoa, candy cane, and then you can actually go park and walk through. So they'll kind of
Christmas Eve Sunday.
No, it's this coming Sunday.
Oh, this Sunday. Okay.
Yep, this coming Sunday, and people can walk around. My goats will be kind of herded by my 2 boys. They'll be shepherds, and they're going to be in there with them. But the other animals, they'll just be out walking around.
So
with their owners.
If you want a live animal experience and or, like you said, a good sombering, just
Jesus'
peaceful,
birth and just really know they're really wanting to know, you know, everyone to know what the season is for, you know, and remind everybody. So that's the whole point of that, is to just remind everyone what the season is for, and take that moment. But then at the same time, you can come meet my goats.
Yes, but at the same time, you can come meet Meg's goats.
Yes.
All right. One other thing you said, there was something that you wanted to mention.
I did. Yes. So I also plan to do a column that can be caught about this, but so speaking of nativity, my friend Richard Gary, who is actually an international actor, he performed recently last weekend A Shepherd's Tale. Okay. And when I say Richard Gary is an actor, I mean he's a top-notch actor. He will pull emotions out of your guts, and I'm not joking. He is amazing. He wrote this. He did a ton of research, and he spoke as a shepherd. He came out, spoke as a shepherd, and talked about what it was like as a shepherd who had the angel appear, and then went to see the baby Jesus. But the story was just so deep the way he told it, because he told it as a shepherd in his own experience.
Sucked you in
with names of all of his animals he was shepherding, and talks about this amazing dog that would protect them. And I mean, and when he talks about the nativity, you're just right there with him.
Yeah.
And anyway, so he did that as a fundraiser to embrace.
You just recently talked about
Right.
them.
Yes. And so they made about $1,000 for Embrace, which, as you know, I know you guys talked to them they support foster families in town. They're a wonderful organization that really truly help foster families. Right. And so that went to that, and it was just a wonderful performance. Well, Richard Gary also is known as Mark Twain himself. And I'll tell you what, he knows Mark Twain like no other.
Really?
Oh my goodness. He just amazes.
Does he make you believe that he is Mark Twain?
100%. Look him up. I mean, he's amazing. So what is cool about my kind of personal background with Richard Gary and his wife, Pat, when he first came to town, he started working out of and purchased what's called the Old Planter's Barn.
I know what you're talking about.
Do you know Old Planter's Barn?
Is that downtown, right?
Yes. So right now, the new brewery, not Friendship Brewery, but the other one, is going to actually be moving into there.
Oh, cool news.
At some point. I don't know where.
They were at the place that was like the cheese place or something, and they have a nice little beer garden right now.
They do have a storefront on Main right now, and then eventually, as far as I know, their plans are to still do that too.
Cool.
Yeah, it is. It's really cool. But when Richard Gary moved to town, he actually purchased the barn and the home in front of it on 3rd Street from my family. That was, so
small world.
It's really cool. The Old Planter's Barn was actually my grandpa's restaurant.
Okay.
Before that, it was literally a barn for Old Planter's Hotel on Main Street. And Abraham Lincoln's horse actually stayed there at one time.
You know what's crazy is just last week we were talking about, are you really a Hanniblian? And you are Hanniblian through and through. It's in your blood.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, that is so true. And so, yes, Grandpa had this barn and loft, which was the restaurant. It later, after they couldn't have the restaurant anymore, it was a Chinese restaurant for a short time, which was really good. And the house in front of it was my grandma and grandpa's shop, where my grandma had a ceramic shop. And then Grandpa made this little walkway between the two buildings, and it's kind of a Mickey Mouse operation. And so what's cool about it is, of course, I lived in the back of that when I was a teenager, and stuff. So anyway, when my grandpa was still kind of working on the barn, and my uncle kind of went to him and said, well, maybe we need to not do anything else for now, because he just kept adding and adding and adding, and he was so imaginative and creative. But he said, when he was working on it, he said, okay, but I'm gonna add a stage because I just feel like somebody will need it one day. And so he added this stage, and then he passed away, and then Richard Gary ended up buying it and performing Mark Twain himself there for a lot of years.
That is crazy.
It was so crazy. Yeah, Richard.
Is that stage still there? Do you know?
It is. Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, I think they're going to keep it there. So
that is so cool.
Yep, that was kind of just a special childhood place for me when I was a kid, was the Old Planter's Barn, which was called Barn and Loft. We just always called it the barn.
Yep.
That's what it was to me. So
all right.
It was very cool.
Well, I think that I'm going to have to, next time I go down to the downtown Hannibal, which I'm going to probably shoot for this weekend.
Yeah, you'll love it.
Hitting the Java Jive, obviously, for my coffee.
Yes.
I'm going to check out the Planter's Barn. I want to see what you're talking about with that connection thing, because like I said, I walk up and down that.
It's not there anymore.
Oh, the connection isn't?
No.
Oh, well, darn.
Between the two buildings, you mean? Nope. They tore it down.
Oh, okay. Well,
my husband tore it down.
I'll walk by and I'll reminisce about Meg's grandma and grandpa.
Yes, I would love that.
And being,
that would make me
You're in the heart of the downtown.
Yeah, that's right.
All right. Well, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you.
On our second official Twain Talk.
Yay! It's awesome.
Yeah, thank you. Anything else?
Nope, that's all I can think of.
All right. Well, that does it for today's Daily Muddy. Join us here for Club Muddy tomorrow.
Yes.
Muddy River News. Our home, our news.